In this video, I'm going to be showing you why semen retention will make you aggressive. People will be intimidated by you. Bottom line is, the number one reason why you become more aggressive is because you just have more testosterone. That is the simplest way to put it. The bottom line is, there is a set of behaviors and feelings that you subconsciously have. The moment you wake up, you tend to do the same things. You tend to be the same way. Now, when you go on NoFap, when you've been retaining for a little bit of time, these are going to be very apparent, and you're gonna have your energy levels are gonna be high. So the bottom line is, let's say you just wake up, your default state probably is going to be that of someone who is more aggressive, and this actually might turn into a good thing. You have to realize that if you fap recently, you're on PMO, you're fapping, you're watching explicit material, what actually happens to you is, since the nut is leaving your nut sack, more than likely or not, you're going to be just a bit more soft. You might come across as someone who's soft. You might come across as someone who may not be able to speak. Now, this could happen. This could happen to you. You definitely have. The bottom line is that woman and man dynamic. When you fap recently and you're engaging with a woman, it does not hit the same because there's no man and woman dynamic. You have to realize that women are very intuitive and they subconsciously know if a man is confident or not. And some of the behaviors that you're exhibiting when you fap or you're explicit material, things like that, is that of someone who might be timid or scared. You have to realize that there's a difference between when you've retained for a while and you're engaging with some woman and when you fap recently. There is a big difference because you might not come across as confident. So you become more assertive, aggressive, and this might be a good and bad thing because other people might be like, "What's wrong with this guy? Why does he always seem so pissed off? Why does he always seem so pissed off?" This usually tends to happen. Why does he seem like he's so angry? And the bottom line is, you're not. You may, in terms of purposefulness, your deepest desire is to procreate. So if you're not doing that, you're going to kind of be a little bit pissed off a little bit because you're not doing your duty. You're not doing your duty. And because you're not doing your duty, you might come across as angry. So how do you fix this? You fix this by becoming attractive in yourself so you can actually get that attraction that you are seeking. This is what happens. People say they're not a believer of this no fap thing. And what does that really mean? What does that really mean? Because we're all guys, and there is a difference between usually how we act when we have retained and when we released recently. There's a slight difference because in terms of anatomy, you don't have that urge in you when you let it go. You don't have that urge, that sexual urge. You don't have it anymore, so you're not going to be so stuck on different things. You don't have that urge. People say they're not on no fap thing. What does that really even mean? What does that mean when you say you don't believe in that no fap thing? You're going against biology when you say some of these things. People are so comfortable with, fapping, letting one out on their own. They don't realize that this is detrimental to their attraction. Sure, there might be guys who are arguing, I'm with a girl and I be fapping and everything's fine. Sure, maybe it works for some people, but usually there is a sort of sense of aggression and sense of assertiveness that happens to you when you go on NoFap retention that is apparent to other people. You just have this assertiveness about you. It allows you to become more vocal. It allows you to be more confident. It allows you to like the attraction. Maybe it's something as simple as walking with a girl. You probably find more satisfaction when you've been on NoFap / retention for a while and you're doing that as opposed to you fapping the night prior and you walking on with a girl, because your sperm is quote sexual aggression. It's aggression. That's why you feel that in your nutsack. Some people can't handle it, sure, because this is a very powerful thing, very powerful. And if you're able to use this in a way that benefits you, like I've been in the gym getting some good workouts, you can see that there's a difference. Woman attraction. Women usually I've noticed when I'm on this, and even when I'm not on it, it also comes down to based off how you look. If you look intimidating, you look like you put in work, you're focused. more likely women are going to be drawn to you. They will be drawn to you. They may want you to talk to them. This is how it comes across. This is how you come across because you're focused. So people say they're not on NoFap. People say that it's stupid, it doesn't work. And when they're saying this, they're literally arguing against biology because they don't realize they're basically what they're saying is that they don't feel the difference between them fapping and them retaining. And that's just a big misconception because there has to be a difference because this is a very potent energy. You have to realize this semen is powerful enough to create another life force. So if you're keeping that inside of you, you're going to be a little bit different. You're probably going to be more aggressive, assertive, and you're just going. But another thing is you might come across as you're also going to feel like deeper emotions. You're going to feel the very highs of life. It's a very high risk, high reward type of thing because you're going to be very high on life, and you're also at times if things don't go your way, you're probably going to be very low. You kind of have to realize. This is what you have to realize. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to be very high. You're going to be also very low at times. You have to stay the course. Don't rely on fat retention to save you, but definitely realize that this is going to help you in just you getting the things that you deeply want. Getting the things that you deeply want. It's going to allow you to become maybe your true authentic self. Because when compared to me going on me on NoFap versus me relapsing, it's just a night and day difference. It is a big difference. You just feel more sure in yourself when you've been retaining. You just feel like your normal self. This is how you come across as assertive / aggressive. So realize this, because this can potentially help your life. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.